Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Sports, and it's a weekly Tiger breakdown. Not the best week for the Tigers. They had to have a good winning week, and they kind of took business against the Guardians, splitting that series, but they couldn't pull the series out against the Twins, especially today. It was a boring game. We only got one hit, losing 5-0. But you played well throughout the Guardians series, and you just couldn't keep up with the Twins. There's good. You can take good out of the week. Just you needed to win the game to kind of put more positivity before the trade deadline.
Well, right. I mean, we said that they needed to go 5-2 or 4-3 at least to uh, not be a seller at the trade deadline, and they went 3-4. So I guess by our logic, they should sell. But it doesn't sound like they're going to get rid of Scooble,
No, they did just
unless
trade
unless
Carson
it's
Kelly,
a
but
really really good deal, which is what I want to hear. They shouldn't get rid of Scooble unless they get a monster deal for him.
yeah, you only got a 2 game set coming up against the Guardians before you hit August. It's your last games against Cleveland for the year, and again, you had to kind of win to keep making ground with them in the division, even though we didn't care because you're trying to make ground in the wild card. But you face the Guardians for 2 games this week, and then you play the Royals for 4. Royals are currently your wild card team. You have to play well this week. You have to somehow, again, I guess you go for the split of each series, but you need to really win to get
No,
above 500.
no,
You're three
you're right.
games under. You need to sweep the 2 game series against Cleveland, and you need to somehow win the series against KC to put yourself back at 500. Trade deadline is on Tuesday. Even if you win your next 2 games, you're still going to be a game below 500 at the trade deadline, which again, we'll see exactly what happens with that at the trade deadline. If you are 1 game behind 500, maybe there'll be buyers after that game. But they already sold off a piece of their team, so I feel like they're in a more seller's mindset after trading away Carson Kelly.
Right, and that's a smart way to be. I mean, but like I said, for Scooble, you cannot get like an Al Avila Verlander deal. You can't screw it up. You need to get some people that are really going to help this team if you deal him. If not, keep him,
Yeah,
sign him. You
yeah.
got your ace.
Yeah, with Carson, you started your trading with Carson Kelly. You're getting um basically 2 prospects, one's a pitcher, one's a catcher. We'll see if they have any kind of weight in our system. And they're planning on calling up Dingler, which again, I don't know what his productivity in the MLB is going to be like. I don't even know if he's had any MLB experience yet. So we'll see what happens, whether that was a good idea. If we're going to be making this push, because realistically, yeah, you're not going to catch up in the division. You're 12 games back of Cleveland in the division. You ain't catching up to them unless Cleveland, Minnesota, and KC all fall apart. You're not going to catch up to them. But wild card still kind of is in view. You're 5.5 games back of the wild card. You have your chance if you you just got to get hot. KC's the team you're chasing. You have to beat KC when you play them. When you play Boston, beat them. When you play Seattle, beat them. Right.
Sounds like a plan.
That's what you have to do. Tampa already sold off one of their big guys, surprisingly, and they're ahead of us, and they have a winning record. They're 54-52, and they traded away one of their top guys. So it is questionable exactly what the Tigers should do.
I,
We're in a weird spot where if you don't, we're not going to care. But if you also go for it, we're going to kind of be like, why are you going for it? You might be out of this already.
we want. I'm not against selling. I'm not against trading Kubo. I want a blockbuster deal for us. I want guys who are going to help this team in the future more than one.
Yeah. I mean, there's a trade of Canna being traded. You have Scuba in rumors. You've had Kelly, who was in rumors and now has been traded. There's a couple other guys. Flaherty, he's been in rumors. Flaherty is expected to be traded. And again, if you trade him, again, that just puts you in that seller mindset that you don't have the control next year, so you're getting rid of them. Then that's Flaherty, that's Canna, right? If you get rid of these guys, then you better be building up your team for the future with the young talent. To
Well,
any
right.
degree.
I mean, we know what we want from Baltimore, and Baltimore seems to be the team that they say if we're going to trade Scooble, it'll be with them. We know what we want, and we shouldn't settle for anything less than that.
So the only troubling thing right now is Riley Green did get hurt. He is
Doesn't
out,
affect us
so
if we're gonna,
offense ain't.
yeah, but
doing right
Baez
away.
has been picking up the slack.
Baez has done great this week. If you could take one thing out of this week, somehow Baez has woken up. He had 3 home runs in 3 games, back-to-back games. Continuing on, he did well. I mean, he didn't do anything today. I was at that game. I was bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
But with the one hitter against us.
Yeah.
But I mean, he has been playing well, and obviously, right, we want him to play well to actually show. Trade deadline's coming up, so you gotta show some value, I guess, and hope that you can get kicked out of here. But I mean, he picked up some steam. There's at least your positive of the week with that. With all that being said, there really ain't that much to go off of. The Tigers just gotta win. We can't go dive deep into why they need to win. We all know why they need to win. They just gotta be able to play well and play consistent, and we'll get there. With all that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video around. Let us know what you think about all these rumors going around and the situation Tigers are in. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.